Morning, Alice. Thanks for bringing the coffee and the cookie.
You're quite welcome. You got regular coffee. I got caramel macchiato, something I've never had at Starbucks.
So, invited you down here to talk about your Land Rover. And so, one of the first things that came to mind was, how did you and Bill decide to buy the Land Rover?
Well, honestly, we didn't really decide to buy it. Bill just came home with it. He saw it, he liked it, he mentioned it, and then one day he comes home and says, "Look what I got." I said, "Well, isn't that wonderful?" Yippee. What are we going to do with those? He said, "Oh, we're going to go camping and we're going to do all this good stuff." And I said, "Alrighty then." So he was kind of like that, and alrighty then.
You guys were living here in Grants Pass?
Well, we were out in Murphy on the river, and so...
He went up to Portland and bought this.
Oh yeah, he did. He trucked right up to Rasmussen and...
Brought it home.
Mm-hmm, brought it home.
So the grand plan was to tour the state of Oregon.
Yeah. And we did a lot of it. We toured all over Oregon. We went...
Did you get to Joseph and places like that?
Mm-hmm. We did all the waterfalls. We did the coast. We went everywhere in Oregon.
Yeah.
And...
Did you guys go camping, or did you motel it? What'd you do?
we camped.
You camped?
Yeah, back in the day we camped. We tent camped.
You
Yeah.
tent camped?
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
So how'd that work out?
well, we had a lot of fun tent camping. God.
Have some more coffee.
Well, I really want some more coffee. But honestly, we learned this thing will go anywhere. So we went everywhere, and we were kind of amazed that Oregon campgrounds are kind of not a lot of people at them. So, but we went remote places, you know, because this thing will go anywhere. So off we went. And then, but bears are at some campgrounds, and so unless you have somebody with a hard top or can enclose things, you need to be up on your bear logic, because the bears will come look around and find things. So we had to be bear savvy and hang everything. Well, it started to make me a little nervous because the bears would kind of peek in the Rover, and I thought, well, they're going to trash this thing.
So you were worried about bears getting in the car.
Mm-hmm, because we would wake up and the bears would be kind of looking in, but we took no damage. They were just nosy, and they realized there was nothing in there.
Oh.
So we kind of decided that, okay, we either got to go with somebody or not take the Defender so much. Well, then my son got old enough to drive, so he decided he was going to drive the Defender.
Did he go camping?
Yeah, but he primarily drove it around town.
Oh, a chick magnet.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly.
Mm.
He loved it, especially at school. He got in trouble at school. One time, I got in a spat with somebody at school over keys. It was nothing, but she made an announcement. She was somebody at school, and I had a spat about keys, and she asked at a football game. Rem had dropped me off. My son's name was Remington, and anyway, he had dropped me off in the Defender, and I said, just leave it there. And it was out. I was working out at Hidden Valley at the little doing hot dogs and hamburgers and stuff, selling hot dogs and hamburgers. And he dropped off the truck, and went and sat in the stands and all. And there's an announcement over the loudspeaker at the halftime. Whoever owns the D90 Defender. Like there's more than 10 of them in town, you know. Remington, please move your car. You're in a handicap spot. Well, poor Rem didn't know whether to be embarrassed or whatever. And then everybody's going, oh, Rem's got the Defender. We're all going out tonight. You know, how many people can we cram in it? Because it was the chick magnet for him. But then what happened was Bill got sick, so we didn't camp as much. So less and less times did we use it. And so it just got stored more. Rem used it. He went up to Bend. He used it there. But there again, winter, you know, without the hardtop and all. But he spent a term of college up in Bend and had it up there. Did a lot of
Skiing.
yeah, snowboarding and skiing, and used it there. And he did a lot of more winter in it. And
But it's still a soft top. And I've driven it. It takes a while to warm up inside.
yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. So,
So it kind of ended up parked in the garage. About how long ago, just guessing?
oh gosh, it's been years now, because when Rem went up to college, he didn't take it to school, you know. And then he came back after school, went to Portland, was there a year, still in Portland, but he came back and got it and kept it and took it up during summer. But it's been now not driven in, oh gosh, easily I'm gonna say 5 years.
Okay. So I came out to pick up a couple of motorcycles that were sitting in your garage derelicts.
Yeah.
I shouldn't be that way. They were wonderful. The
No,
best.
they were though.
They were the best. They were the best. And we talked about this car, and that was about a year, 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And we've talked about it off and on for about 9 months, and here we are.
Yeah.
And so when I picked it up, it had some steering issues, and you were pretty clear about getting them resolved before it left. And I was going to sell it with the tires that were on it, but you were pretty clear that you wanted these tires replaced.
Yeah.
So those are brand new. They have about 3 miles on them. So I guess the time has come,
Yeah.
and we're going to find a new home for the car. And I'm hoping that whoever has the car has the same relationship that you've had with it, the same good times, and
Yeah.
has a little more bear sense.
Yeah, a little more